So if I took off my clothes and walked around right now, I wouldn't get arrested?
See, but no, absolutely you would.
Why would I? Why?
This is the thing about that. You're saying at an actual sanctioned event where they have permits to do so. So
They have permits to walk around naked?
If it's within the permit. I can't guarantee that they do. But from what you're telling me, and if it is an actual parade.
But it's the public down the middle of the city.
I understand that.
And there's no one would expect that.
I understand your concerns about that, but you have to chop that up with the city. Because if the city is given the
So
permit
I would have to get a
so,
permit if I want to walk around naked?
Well, most likely you'd have to get a permit to do the parade, and within those parade parameters, they would have certain conditions that they would have to be met. So therefore, they probably got permission to do so. Much like the naked bike ride, it's the same thing. And that was like 2 weeks ago, where, you know, I'm gonna.
Well, then there was naked people walking around the farmers market afterwards, and that's.
And that's when we get called. We usually get called once the event's actually shut down, and then they call us out there. That's not North Precinct, so that's.
Why does it matter if it's a parade or not?
That's what I'm saying. Usually, when it's things like that, like the naked bike ride, they have permission to do so from the city. That's
from Katie Wilson.
Huh?
From Katie Wilson.
I'm not saying particularly from the mayor, but from whatever department issues them the permission.
Okay.
So that's usually how that happens, is when you do see people, especially in large groups like that are in.
And you guys approve of that, the police officers?
The police does not do that. That is a city commission type thing, and that's a permitted thing. The police.
You guys don't have an opinion on that or stance?
I don't have an opinion on either one, because one, I am not a citizen in this particular city, and two, I'm here to make sure that everyone is peaceful. So if that is what they're permitted to do by the powers that be, being the city government, I'm here to make sure that no one gets hurt either way. Much like if one of them, naked or not naked, was to attack you, my job is to protect you, just like if someone who disagreed with them was
Do you think people who are naked are prone to violence?
I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying my job is to protect people. So that is my job, is to protect people's rights. If they got properly permitted, that is their right to do so. Like I said, much like the naked bike ride.
But I can't walk around naked otherwise.
No, sir. If you're not permitted to do so by permit, therefore you cannot do that. So if the group.
What about at the nude beach?
Well, it's a nude beach, so yeah.
Okay. But not at a regular beach.
No, not at a regular beach, because that's why they have specifically nude beaches for that. Those are designated area where people are allowed to do such things.
Even around children.
If an adult wants to take their child to the nude beach or to the area where it's being permitted, that is on that adult with their child. Me personally.
But the children can't go there by themselves.
I'm not saying that. Wherever their parent allows their child to go, that's on that parent. That's an individual parent thing. My child, if I didn't want them to see that, I would not take them to that area, or I would tell them, hey, the parade is.
But how are people to know that it's going to be there? Then people don't know that they're going to see that even.
That's what I'm saying to you. Most citizens, including myself, in any city, if, like, for example, so I live south of here. If that was to happen where I live at, and I did not know, that would be my own fault. I did not look for the information. Things we don't know is our own fault for not looking for the information. It's kind of like old sayings.
You don't think that the city should make sure that the people?
How else are they? Or do you want them to walk around with a megahorn and say this? Because
they could have warning.
The way they do that is public announcements on their website. Everyone.
It doesn't say anything about that on the website.
Just as you're recording me, you have access to the internet to look at the website to see, hey, what is actually permitted in these things, and therefore, if it is a violation of that permit, you as a citizen here, and you pay taxes in this city, can go upon a commission and be like, hey, I don't agree with this. This doesn't actually abide by the permit. I want something done about this. You see what I'm saying? But you have to educate yourself on those things to be able to go to the people who are giving.
But people aren't going to do that, though. We already know that.
Then that's the person's fault.
But you can't tell children that you can't say that children have to do research, can you?
But their parents can, right? Because it's not the child's job to protect themselves.
Yes, but if the child's being harmed, do you think it's harmful? The parents seem to think it's harmful.
That's on the eye of the beholder. It's just like saying, if I wanted my child to go to a new beach, I personally would say, that if I was the person bringing my child there, then I don't think it's harmful. If the person not bringing my child there, then I do think so.
But
everyone's opinion is equally.
Why can't there just be a no children allowed rule? Why can't there
you can't ban a person because of their age for something. That's discrimination.
Why not? Why not?
That's discrimination. That's literally discrimination. Just like me telling you, how old are you?
Well, I mean,
mind me asking. How old?
I'm 32.
Okay, so that's like me telling you you're not allowed down this alley if you're past 30 years old. What's this like? I can't block you from a public road just because of your age. Exactly.
You don't think that kids should be not? You don't think kids should just not be allowed there?
I'm not saying that one way. That is up to the parent. If the parent says, hey, you can walk down this alleyway, therefore that child can walk down that alleyway. I understand what you're saying. Because of the nudity, you feel like they shouldn't be allowed it. But again,
I just think that the parents are upset about it. Parents are upset about it.
Are you a parent right now that's currently upset about your child seeing someone else? I've had
concerned.
One complaint today about a parent saying that, and that is my main issue with people saying that someone else is upset with something.
I'm just reading online.
I have not read or heard or.
Do you look for that? Do you look for those things, that information online?
Do I go online to find if parents are mad about a certain situation
that
I cannot control?
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking me about?
Yeah.
I don't go out of my way to find out information on situations that I cannot control. That'd be like me saying, man, I'm finding out I don't want it to rain today. I'm going to do something about that. I cannot control the rain. The powers that be control the rain. So if you can't not control the situation, it's best not to dwell on the situation. I'm
not dwelling on it. I'm just of an abundance of caution because it reflects badly upon our community and upon the gay people.
But that is the opinion of 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe many people. But until that opinion gets brought to the people who allow it, those things don't change. That's how society works. The societal contract works. Everyone agrees on something. And therefore, we abide by those rules. Just like how we're wearing clothes right here, because we're not in a permanent space to not wear clothes. We agree on that.
But it's just, the thing is, it's just like little kids can't anticipate that that's going to happen. And
I understand that. And I, like I said, but it's not your job as not their parent to constantly protect that child. From violence, I would commend you for that. But from vision, you can't stop someone from seeing something.
I don't know, man. It's just like giving parents all the information they could possibly have so they can make the best decision. That way they can't say anything.
I would ask you, in what form would you like this information provided?
Maybe a warning at the beginning of maybe on the literature, maybe a warning at the beginning of the parade.
Okay, so what I would suggest to you,
or throughout, and then periodically throughout the parade.
What I would suggest to you is the people who allow the permits, which I can't tell you which department that is, petition to them to say, hey, if there's going to be nudity permitted at a specific event, whether it be Pride, one of these FIFA matches, the farmer's market, whatever the event may be, I feel, and your supportive community members, get everyone together and say, we feel like there should be either periodic announcements, megaphone flyers, or maybe on their social media pages, so that everyone is well aware that there will be nudity at these events. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But until you get people together that are like-minded like yourself to do these things, changes doesn't happen. Change does not happen by one person. One person gets another person and another person, another person. We are a community. So we have to get a lot of people together to share.
Or even just one officer speaking, saying that maybe that's not the best idea, but you don't personally think that it's an issue.
Like I already said, I have no opinion one way or another.
You have no opinion personally.
One way or another, I have no opinion.
What no opinion? Zero opinion.
Absolutely not. What I want my child to see and don't want to see is my personal thing with my children, and I speak to my children about that.
And you'd do research before you would go to it, so you know if there was going to be
any event I go to. I do research about it to know, one, what is the area I'm going to? Is this a safe environment for my child? And is it prone to be one way or another agitators that I don't want my kids around? Because I'm not going to go to an event that I know, hey, there are agitators that are going to attack this event or discriminate against this event and put my child in harm's way, because that's my job as a parent.
Do you think that the people are naked and good with good intentions?
Did they do anything wrong? And I'm asking your opinion at this point. Did they do, besides being naked, because that you feel like that's wrong?
No, I don't. I am just concerned I'm just concerned for the optics.
I get
really.
You. And one thing I don't live off is optics. I live off facts, and I live off evidence. From what you're telling me, and from what I've heard, it was a very peaceful event. No one got hurt. No one got groped being naked. No one, one way or another. I'm just like every year it's the same. It's an issue. Every year it's an issue. It's an issue with people complaining. If it's an issue every year, then you have to go to the powers that let them do that. To therefore say, hey, this is and especially if you're telling me you're providing evidence, that is an actual issue.
I mean, I don't have the evidence right here. I'm just basically, people complain. People complain every year. It would be so easy just to advertise, say, hey, there's going to be nudity at this. It would just be so easy, and then nobody would be able to get mad about it, because nobody would be able to get mad about it or complain, because if they're there, they were advertised completely that there was going to be that. And that would just make everything so much easier because it wouldn't be a conversation at all even. And
I understand. And what I will also tell you is, if words can come out of someone's mouth, it will be a conversation no matter what. But I hear what you're saying. And again, if you want things to change, you're saying that a lot of people are complaining. Therefore, organize. Organize. Go to commission meetings. Speak to district commissioners. Find out areas. Find out who permits these things. And say, hey, we as a whole have an issue with this. And it's not no fault. It's not the issue of them necessarily being naked. It's the issue that we don't feel like we are being properly warned that they will be naked. So if you have an issue, you have to go through the proper channels to do that. Because they're going to the proper channels to do what they legally can do. Just like a nude beach. They go there. When they leave the nude beach, hopefully they put their clothes back on. Because once they leave that area, then it is a crime. You see what I'm saying?
It's a crime just to be naked.
To walk around naked, yes, it would be indecent exposure, absolutely.
Okay, because I thought there was laws that said that you could be naked as long as you weren't trying to shock people.
No, sir, it'd be considered relaxed. You can't just walk around willy-nilly naked. Like we actually got a call about that yesterday about a guy walking around with no pants on. And he was going through crisis, so he went to what happened with him happened with him. But yes, you cannot just walk around wherever you want, unpermitted, naked. Now hold on one second.
Okay, but thank you for taking. That's a good video. You're welcome.